YouTube world. I am Joanna, and I am about to make a huge transition in my life, so I decided I might as well document it a little bit just to kind of, show how I'm really feeling and how I'm coping with this new change. I, like many seniors who just graduated, am going off to college. Yay! Honestly, I'm just surprised they gave me the little diploma at the graduation. There's this little part of me that was kind of worried that when I got down to the administration person, they're going to give me this empty folder. But they didn't. There was this nice diploma in it and had my name on it. It was spelled correctly and everything, so no one can take it from me or say I stole it. But yeah, so that was really exciting. But now I'm about to do something even more exciting. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to live by myself, me and three other people. And I'm going to just, do something new. And I've never done that before. I'm one of those kids that spent all their time with their mom. And I never wanted to go to camp. I never wanted to leave my house. Honestly, going to the grocery store was this huge vacation for me. I'm a total homebody. I'm not adventurous. I took a walk once and I felt like some kind of explorer, almost like Indiana Jones. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cross the street. I wonder what the grass on the other side is going to be like. I was just totally sheltered. And so this is a big deal for me. Obviously, if you're a world traveler and have been away from your parents for months and stuff like that, going to college is no big deal. You practically do it once a week. But for me, it is a big deal. And so, gosh, there's so much I'm going to have to deal with that's kind of new and crazy, and I don't know how I'm going to cope with it. I think the number one thing that's going to be really weird for me is socializing. Even though I don't seem very shy or quiet, and that's because I'm not, I still, haven't really been around a lot of people. And so at college, there's going to be you, and there's going to be thousands of other people, depending on which one you go to. And they're going to all, kind of be similar, especially the freshmen. The freshmen, they're all gonna kind of hopefully be a little bit like me, where you're oh my gosh, this is fun, but oh my gosh, I'm so scared. And that's gonna be okay. I think that will help us bond and stuff. But on the other hand, just trying to get to know people, I feel like the first high is the hardest high. And I don't mean that in a drug reference way. I mean that actually saying hi. I feel like it's just so hard. You're standing there, you're sitting there, and you're all quiet, and you're not saying anything to anyone, and you're just kind of won't anybody talk to me? But at the same time, you're I don't want anyone to talk to me. What if they find out I'm weird and I get labeled for life? And they're oh my gosh, don't talk to that crazy looking mixed person over there. They're so weird and stuff. And then I'm great. But then, that's kind of high school too. That's what happens in high school. I'm hoping college isn't like high school, because unfortunately for me in high school, I was not popular. I was very different. And I think that's hopefully going to be a big difference between high school and college. In high school, it's not okay to be different, at least not in mine. But in college, hopefully it will be okay to be different, and that will make me one of those special sparkly pens that you see in the store. Everybody else is a ballpoint pen, and they're blue or black ink, but you're this really sparkly gel pen that has pink, hot pink sprinkles, and you're awesome. That's what I kind of want to be. Because I am. And it's kind of hard, when you're a sparkly pen in a ballpoint world, So we definitely, yeah, I'm trying to break into that and break out. And I would like to be, good at people making friends, college. So yeah, you can tell I'm very good at communicating my thoughts and feelings. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping that part is different. That being different is going to be good. So enough with that. That was horrible. Also, boys. Oh my gosh, dating. Oh my goodness. Believe it or not, and most people are very surprised when I tell them this because apparently they just think I'm like some kind of easy max slapping popsicle, whatever. I've never dated before. I've never kissed a boy. I've never even held a boy's hand. This whole dating thing and, being romantic with people is going to be totally new to me. And I don't know, I'm kind of scared because apparently dating has changed since like the 1900s. And so, like, now women are supposed to be like the aggressors and they're supposed to like get them man and all this stuff. And I don't do that. I'm very like, you need to show up and, woo me. And I'd like flowers. And honestly, if you can find a carriage, that would be great. With like a white horse or something, that would be fantastic. But like, I'm not a go get 'em kind of girl. I'm just not. I'm a get got kind of girl. And I like that. And I don't think I can really change that without being someone who's not me. So that's going to be interesting, the whole dating thing. I'm worried and I'm excited and I'm just like, I hope that I won't be disappointed. I think. I don't know. Because, when you haven't done something, you kind of make it really magical and romanticize it and idealize it and all size it. And, like, I just hope that I find someone. They don't have to be Prince Charming, but if they're nice to me and they like me and they tell me I'm pretty and they buy me like chocolate, like not even expensive like Swedish or Swiss or Norwegian type chocolate, just like a Kit Kat bar. Like that would be great. That would be good. But anyway, I probably won't have time for all that because we are going to college. We are going to have to do school. School is hard. And I'm kind of scared about that. Like, I don't want to flunk out. Like, I'm actually legitimately afraid of that. And I think that is like a fear that a lot of people have because you don't know what to expect at college. At high school, I went to a really small, like, private high school. And so, like, the teachers were, your biggest cheerleaders. Like, they wanted everyone to pass. If you were having trouble or if something went wrong, they would, like, slip you some extra credit. They would, like, tell you, give you study guides. Like, if a test was really hard and, like, we just, couldn't get it, like, they would go back and say, okay, how can I help you pass the next test? Like, I'm going to give you all the material, and this is exactly in outlines. Now, I know college is not going to be like that. Nobody's going to be like, I want to make sure you have all the answers. Yeah, they're going to be like, let's stump these kids because they're about to get beat. So, I am nervous about that. And I'm kind of nervous also about, like, not necessarily the fact that there is little work, but I've heard, like, sometimes, like, if you do a project, like, one project per, like, quarter or something, it's like 50% of your grade. I'm freaking out about that. I've never had that before, where, like, one thing could decide, like, half of what you're gonna get. Like, the way it works, like, if you bomb something in high school, you have like a million other chances to make it up. But if you bomb something in college, they're gonna be like, you're done, honey. I'm sorry, would you like me to pack your bags or would you like to give me an extra $5,000 so you can repeat this semester? So that's not gonna be fun. But I am nervous about that. And I'm hoping that I can just understand it. Like, my biggest fear is probably going into the classroom and like the teacher starts talking and like everyone around me seems to kind of get it and they're taking notes and they're answering questions and they know what's going on and I'm just sitting here like what is what? Because I think I have been kind of babied when it came to school a little bit. Like, now that I'm starting to think about high school, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, they laid out the red carpet for you. And not just me, like, everybody. Like, it was it was a hard school, and it was a classical education, but the teachers really, like, wanted you to get it. Like, that was the point. And I'm not saying that college, they're going to be mean to you and stuff, and, like, their point is not for you to learn or something. Like, I'm sure they want to teach you something, but I feel like it's not going to be as personal. Like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. They don't care. Like, they're there to teach your point, and everyone who does get it, like, is going to get an A, and everyone who doesn't is going to get left behind. And so, I don't know. That's kind of scary. Like, I've never gone to school and not have someone in my corner almost. Like, you have a guidance counselor, you have that favorite teacher, or sometimes you have, like, a friend whose parent is, like, on the teacher board or something. Like, I've always had that, and now I'm not going to have that at all, because I'm leaving my city, I'm leaving my friends, my people. I'm going, and I'm going to be the new person, and all these other jerks are going to have people in their corner, like, helping them out, and I'm going to be alone. Like, I'm going to be so alone. I'm not going to have my mother. I'm not going to have friends. Well, hopefully I will, but they're not going to be like my friends that get me and know me, like, immediately. And it's just, I don't know, it's scary. It's so, so scary to think that that's going to happen to me. And that, the carpet's going to be ripped out, and I'm going to be thrown into a whole new world. And I'm kind of freaking out, but at the same time, it's like, I need this. This is life. I'm going to be thrown out of my comfort zone, and then, it's going to be kind of like the Hunger Games, and I want to wear the fiery, sparkly dress and have an arrow and shoot people and win. I want to win at life. So, I know this is going to be hard, and I know it's scary, and I know I might not be the smartest or the prettiest or the shiniest object that's going to be there. But I definitely, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to fight, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to cry probably a lot the first, like, 2 months. I'm going to eat, not great food, and it's going to be awesome. And that's all I got for you. So, I hope you enjoyed this vlog rant thing that I put out about being a future freshman in college. Till next time.